Greetings everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is TJ Speaks. To those of you returning, I appreciate the support. And to those of you that are new, thank you. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy what you have to find here and go through my other videos. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about Jada Pinkett Smith. This topic is important to me because I'm a big fan of Will Smith, as I'm sure many of you are, and I really don't enjoy seeing the flack that he's receiving. I wanted to wait for more details to come out, and oof, I have a lot to say on this matter. About a week has passed since Will Smith slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars, and I already discussed my thoughts on this on my previous video. Will Smith is going to regret that slap more than Chris Rock is going to regret making the joke. That I'm confident. This video is going to be talking about his wife, and Will, I'm sorry, I'm firmly going to have your wife's name all up in my mouth throughout this video because you may or may not realize it, but your wife is the problem. As expected, Will Smith's public image has taken a beating after what he did at the Oscars. Let's be real. Come on, let's be real here. Most of us did not even know the Oscars were happening until that slap occurred. Now Will is trending yet again for all the wrong reasons. That G.I. Jane joke is going to be famous. It's going to live on forever. He has been condemned by many celebrities such as Jim Carrey, public figures, politicians, the general public, and the backlash got so bad that Will himself had to withdraw from the Academy to make sure his Oscar win doesn't get rescinded and to try mitigate the damage, to start the damage control. Many movie projects and roles that he was supposed to be cast in are now on hold, such as Bad Boys 4, his Netflix documentary about his life, and a potential sequel for I Am Legend, and I'm sure many others that we the public are not aware of. It's safe to say Will is not having a very good time right now. But he did what he did to defend his wife's honor, since she can't take a joke. And I am sure, she is appreciative of him doing what he did and she is standing by his side no matter what everyone else thinks, right? Right. Guys, if you haven't been paying attention, Jada very clearly does not respect her husband. And instead of keeping quiet on the matter, she let us know that she wishes her husband didn't slap Chris Rock, and that she is, and I quote, not a woman who needs protecting. So, Will basically did all of that for nothing, potentially damaged his career for the foreseeable future for nothing, and where he thought he would at least have the admiration and respect and praise from his wife for standing up for her, she got upset, and is probably giving him hell for it at home too. Was it necessary, Jada? Was it really necessary to let the world know you don't agree with what he did? A wife is supposed to be a husband's pillar of strength. It seems to me Jada is determined to knock down Will's. He is already getting enough pushback from the general public. Jada, even if you don't agree with what he did, keep quiet so you don't add fuel to the fire and let people clown on him even further. Imagine risking your career, the public image, for someone who isn't even grateful that you did. That brings me on to August Alsina, Jada's son's friend, who was recovering from drug abuse at the time she started sleeping with him. He is seeing that the Smiths are the hot topic right now, and he has decided that I'm going to capitalize on this by agreeing to write a book about his entanglement with Jada for all of us to read. He also released a song this past week talking about the entanglement. You can literally go Spotify or listen to it after this. He has many publishers bidding for the rights to the book, and he promises to go into great detail about his entanglement and sex life with Jada. I can't even begin to say how much this book can't come out. This book can't come out, no. I really hope it doesn't, for Will's sake. It's one thing for the world to be making jokes at your expense that your wife slept with your son's friend in your marital bed. It's another thing for the world to read up the intimate details about it. Imagine reading about how Jada would call him over when Will was away shooting his next film. Will recently won an Oscar for King Richard. What if August is like, oh, when he went away to film King Richard, I was all up in his bed? No, this book can't come out. What Jada should do is try talk to August and plead with him not to do this, but because it'll absolutely crush Will. For this book to come out, it will crush. I mean, guys, let's be honest. Let's just be realistic. Put yourself in Will's shoes. Nobody deserves this. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. This is no. Jada should go plead with August and do everything in her power to make sure this book doesn't come out. But honestly, I think she wants it to come out to fuel her ego and cause Will pain. Also, I just want to know, why don't more people talk about how she slept with someone recovering from drug abuse? That man was manipulated by the predator that Jada is. If Will had done something similar, he would have been cancelled so quickly. What should happen? Pay off August. He clearly wants money. Pay off August, make him sign a non-disclosure agreement, and do whatever it takes that this book does not meet the light of day. It can't come out. I would say I hope Jada apologizes to Will for all of this. But as she stated herself, she doesn't see anything wrong with what she did.
During that time, launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good.
Right. I feel like that husband, like I'm with you at the press conference. I'm that husband. Now I got to be with you at the press conference while you like tell the world about your transgressions.
Well,
like I love my baby. I'm gonna stand by my baby no matter what.
Well, I definitely understand why it would look that way or feel that way, but I actually don't look at it as a transgression at all.
This next reason as to why Jada is the problem legit got me upset when I read about it. This is vile behavior. It's disgusting. Tupac. I'm a Tupac fan myself. Tupac died in the year 1996. Willow Smith was born in the year 2001. So can someone explain to me why 11-year-old Willow Smith wrote a letter to Tupac in 2011 asking him to come back from the dead to make her mother happy? Willow never met Tupac. So when she was a child, Jada clearly told Willow about how much she loves Tupac and that she misses him dearly. This is unbelievably disrespectful to her husband. You are telling your 11-year-old daughter about how sad and how unhappy you are because you'd rather be with a man other than her father. That's disgusting. She is 11. No 11-year-old needs to hear that. Regardless of whether Jada likes Will or not, you keep the children out of it because that's still her father. Will is still her father. I've said in my previous videos, you may end up hating your baby daddy or your baby mama, but you don't let the children you share together know that. That's evil. Keep your drama away from the kids because at the end of the day, you're still their mother, you're still their father. So you talking shit about literally half of who they are, imagine what that does to someone's psyche. Imagine how Will himself must have felt reading this letter. Your 11-year-old daughter sees how unhappy your wife is because she is longing for a dead man. If Jada can tell the 11-year-old daughter this, she definitely has openly been telling people about how Tupac is the love of her life and that Will was the consolation prize. She doesn't respect his boundaries, and it is clear that she emotionally manipulates him at home, as seen in this video.
You know Esther Perella is coming to the table. She's going to be at the red table. Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me
Oh my goodness.
if you could film me.
Esther, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Because she don't just...
Would you say that she helped us heal the hurts that we caused between one another?
My social media presence is my bread and butter, okay? So you can't just use me for social media and not, don't just start rolling. I'm standing in my house. Don't just start rolling.
Please watch Esther at the red table because she's helped us a lot. Can't you tell?
It's no secret that Jada loves and misses Tupac dearly, as she makes sure to post on her Instagrams yearly a poem dedicated to him about how much she misses him. She talked about him on her Red Table Talk many times, and if you follow her on Instagram, she posts herself listening to his music, often on her Instagram stories. Jada has openly said she likes the bad boy, thug life, and the hood mentality with a bit of class, whatever that means. Will Smith is the opposite of that. He grew up in a 2-parent household, doesn't swear in his songs, and has a very clean image. Will Smith is loved by both adults, the elderly, and the youth. There is nothing Will can do to make Jada look at him the same way she does for Tupac, and that probably makes him go crazy on the inside. Craving the love and respect from a woman who loves another man. This is why I say you should choose people who choose you. Sounds simple, but you'd be surprised how many people are dating or are married to people who don't treat them well. I personally will always choose peace over looks. Choose a girl who chooses me. I would happily be with an average looking girl who loves and respects me over an Instagram baddie who causes me stress, embarrasses me, and causes me headaches. Fellas, choose peace over looks when it comes to finding a wife and potential mother to your children. You know yourselves. Choose someone who complements that. Don't try to put a square block in a circle opening. That's what makes Will's situation even worse, because he did have that. He may never admit this to the public, but I am certain that he regrets divorcing his first wife. Sherry Zampino was Will's first wife, with whom they had his first child, Trey. After reading Will's autobiography, it is very clear to me that she loved Will very much. So much so that she was willing to allow their son to be educated with private tutors instead of the traditional schooling most of us went to, as Will was traveling around the country for his career at the time. This is back in the 90s when Will was now popping off, like, Independence Day, Men in Black, all that. And she wanted to keep the family together at all times. Even as of today, you often see her comment words of support on Will's Instagram posts in his comment section, congratulating him about his awards, his movies, and even recently about his Oscar. And she even gets along with Jada because it's important to Will and it's about the family, it's not about her. He may never say it out loud, but I'm confident he regrets divorcing her. Especially when Jada herself wasn't interested in getting married to Will from the very beginning. Read Will's autobiography, y'all. It will make everything that's happening now make sense. At this point, I feel bad for Will Smith. It's easy for you and I to tell Will to leave, but as any victim of trauma can attest to in similar situations, it's not as easy as just leaving. Will needs to go to therapy to fight the battle going on inside his head before he is capable of doing anything to combat this. If he decides to stay in his marriage, that's his decision. We might not like it, but we have to respect it. It will be a shame, but we have to respect it. It's his life. I hope he leaves Jada. Because like you and millions of other people around the world, we are huge fans of him as a person, his work, ranging from his music, his movies, and his all-time classic TV show, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I've tried thinking of why Will? Why does he decide to stay with Jada when he has every reason to leave? But I'm guessing it's cheaper to keep her. Any divorce now would cost him several tens of millions of dollars, and I'm sure she knows too many family secrets he doesn't want the world to know. She has already shown a great willingness to use their family for content on her Red Table talk show. Now just imagine the dirt she would be willing to spill on Will if he ever files for divorce. Jada strikes me as a very vindictive person. She wouldn't hold anything back. It is clear that he is in an abusive relationship with someone I believe is a narcissist who hides behind mental health to justify her disgusting behavior. Jada is masterful at weaponizing the language of healing and emotional awareness to present the facade of introspection and reflection, all for the purpose of evading accountability. She is a hypocrite who doesn't practice what she preaches, and all I can do as a fan is pray for Will Smith and hope he gets better mentally and that his career isn't too severely impacted from a slap his wife didn't even want to happen.